Alright, welcome back. I have the engine stripped down to nothing. I even have the block in my inventory, and I actually have the interior suspension and tires and all that stripped down. Now I'm going to go through and just spam through the repair process, repair what I can. It's a 95% repair rate. If you fail to repair, the part is destroyed. It's at 1%. And then you cannot attempt any more repairs on it. So let's go through and span through this as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get the block repaired. Looks like we might have got it or we might have failed, I'm not sure. It's one of the most expensive parts of the rebuild, so. There are things you cannot repair, such as spark plugs, pistons, piston rings. Alright, so let's take a look at, so there's some things I know we're going to need right off the bat. So if we look at there's a couple ways of doing this. You go to the parts and just stay on engine when you're doing the rebuild, and everything's here in alphabetical order. However, it is a lot of stuff. You can also type it in, search for stuff. Another way too is go to your inventory and look at your parts that are not in good condition and add them to an order list. So, like I know I'm going to need 8 of those each. Scroll down here. I only want to see engine parts. Alright, so if I look here, I know I'm going to need a fuel tank. I can add that to my list. I'm going to need some rod caps. I'm not sure how many. I'm just going to add 4. The valve push rods. I know I'm going to need 16 of those. I'm just going to add 4 for the list. Spark plugs. I'm just going to add a couple to the list. Rocker arms. 2 of those. Manifold. Crankshaft. Cam gear. Timing belt. Arm A. Pulley. And I'm just going through it. I'm clicking. Fuel filter. Wires. I know, I think I need the other clip, but I don't have it to select it. So I feel like I'm going back through these a second time here. Alright, so let me check the warehouse. See if there's anything in there I might need. That I could recognize. So you're going to have no space in inventory. So let's start putting back on what we can. I'm not sure if it's going to let me buy. So we don't have, so let's clear out some inventory. We don't need the old tires. Don't need the old body parts that I have from the Del Rey. Don't need the old muffler parts here. Yeah, it looks like I didn't get rid of the leftover stuff from the other rebuild that I did. This was the Del Rey Custom. It's a couple videos on the channel. Essentially, it's a 57 Chevy, but I think for licensing they didn't have the approval to use the Chevy name. So it's the Del Rey Custom. So let's see what we can order. So when you go into the ordering screen, I'm going to go ahead and do the pistons and rings first, and then I'll show you something right after that. Oh, we're still way over our inventory. I don't know what my inventory limit is here. Does it tell me? Let's keep going here. What I could do, let me sell off everything that's below 20%. I've tried to repair everything, so you're good. You never want to do that before you attempt your repairs, because you'll sell the parts you're trying to repair. Alright, so now let's see if I can... It's had a lot of rubber bushings and stuff like that. Alright. Back out of here. This is like a little assembly, so it takes a little bit of time. But you're getting rid of couple parts each. We're not installing anything on this car that isn't green. At least condition, a green condition. I'm not going to make everything 100%, but it's going to be at least green condition. In real life, you probably wouldn't put anything on here substandard. If you're going to take the time to take the engine all the way apart, you might as well 100% it, so you're not going to have to get back in there. buy that. Let's go get the rest of these in. Alright, so we can put the oil pan back on. Let's flip this back over. Let's go ahead and buy that camshaft. Okay, so So let me try to show you, let me get this cover back on and I'll show you another way of doing it to just try to speed up your rebuild here a little bit. Okay, so one of the things we can do is we can go to order and we can pull up our order list here. So I've already did the piston rings. I didn't need rod caps. I need a fuel tank, fuel filter. Looks like that. So I'm going to need, so let's type this in. We're going to need the filter and the tank. Okay. And then you want to kind of, I'm going to need the valve push rods. And we need the V8 OHVF. Now you need 16 and you can only get 10 at a time. So we're going to do 8. Click back on it again and get 8 more. Spark plugs. Alright, so another option you have too when you're rebuilding these is you can go to the, what I call the hot rod store. So if we do spark plugs here, we can get the upgraded ones. Pull our list back up here. And we should be able to do the same thing for the rocker arms. Maybe, I'm not sure. Everything is not offered under the upgraded. So rocker arms are not. We're going to need some ignition stuff. So we need wires, ignition wires, V8. So do we need a coil? We need an ignition distributor. And some of the stuff we're just missing, so I don't know if I need it yet. Ignition distributor, ignition distribution rotor. Ignition wires. V8 OHVD. Can't see because my list. So I didn't see him over there. Alright, so let's go to Arm A, Arm B. And so it's the air filter. V8 OHVF. Air filter base. Cover. That's E. We need D. Alright, so let's go ahead and crankshaft pulley. Of course, I bought the wrong one. Water pump pulley. Probably going to need the belt. Okay. Alright. Did I not? Oh, I bought the wrong one, didn't I? Did I not buy it? Did I buy the wrong one? Oh, I just need the V8. I'm buying the other one. So I only have one hit. I'm gonna be missing the other one. Alright, I think I'm gonna call that an episode, and I'll bring you guys back when I finish the engine rebuild. And don't forget to hit the like button, and keep a lookout for the next episode, and we'll continue on with the restoration of the Dodge Charger. So again, hit the like button, and thanks for watching.